Hi, I'm Beck Corby. I use they pronouns, and I'm a third year PhD student in science and technology studies in upstate New York. This presentation looks at how cost estimates are used to make political arguments in a recent court case in the state of Georgia in the southeast US. So this is a recent federal district court case, Lang versus Houston County, Georgia. The map is the Movement Advancement Project's gender identity policy tally for the US. The red around the star means the state, and in general this area of the Deep South, has been rated among the worst in the country for trans-friendly policy. This is Anna Lang. She's worked for the Sheriff's Office in Houston County, Georgia for 16 years. In 2017, she began hormone therapy and came out at work. Her insurance plan, provided by the county as her employer, had a specific exclusion for quote-unquote sex change surgeries. The insurance company, Anthem, told her bottom surgery would be covered, as they provide this coverage on a national level. The exclusion persisted despite Anthem's warning it was illegal. She recently won insurance coverage, with a jury awarding her $60K in damages in September and a court order from March demanding that the county pay the damages and cover surgery rather than waiting to appeal. This is a pretty good outcome for a court case, but it took 3 years of effort and expense. The county claimed that the exclusion was for financial reasons, but if the insurance exclusion was a question of cost, why would the county pay $1 million for 3 years of legal fees rather than $20,000 for surgery? The county would argue that their decision to pursue the case is due to the fact this is a policy change, not a one-time cost. Anna Lang will not be the only person to receive insurance coverage for transition, even on the small plan for county employees. These predictions hinge on two numbers: how many people will seek gender-affirming healthcare under this insurance plan, and how much this care will cost. The county did not actually look into the cost of gender-affirming surgery until after Anna Lang went to court. The insurance company, Anthem, told them that feminizing medical transition costs could add up to $186,100, and utilization of gender-confirming care was low. While this high cost while this high cost makes transition seem like a financial drain, it is a highly variable process, with each person choosing different procedures based on accessibility, needs, and wants. How is this variation condensed into a single average cost? What does this $186,100 price account for, and what does it leave out? This is the breakdown of the numbers cited by Anthem. These are all specifically feminizing surgeries. Transmasculine people are not factored in here. Other types of care like therapy, voice training, and hormones don't appear here. At least some of these were already covered by Lang's insurance. This cost has no units of time, but I would assume it is very unlikely that someone undergoes all three of these categories of surgery in 1 year. Facial feminization in particular also varies widely in cost, as it is not one specific procedure, but a combination of different facial surgery techniques tailored to meet an individual's needs. Both sides of the case rely on actuarial expertise to estimate the costs of removing the insurance exclusion for gender transition procedures. They use a wide variety of calculations and units to express this. Lang's legal team seems to prefer presenting costs as they are distributed among insurance plan members, with an increase of pennies a month. Other calculations look at total yearly costs, risk factors or uncertainties in the cost and number of surgeries yearly, and averages based on commercial insurance databases. All of this effort is expended to determine costs, despite the fact that the initial complaint Lang's team submitted states that saving money is not a legitimate basis for discrimination on the grounds of sex, disability, or transgender status. And the judge's decision states the obvious: cost savings cannot justify a facially discriminatory policy. So why do both sides pay people to estimate the cost and explain its breakdown in court? Here I use theories in the sociology of quantification to explain the political reliance on numbers. First of all, quote, the use of numbers gives an illusion of certainty and precision that is often at odds with the uncertainty that characterizes many complex and multidimensional policy issues. Even when numbers are contested or uncertain estimates, they appear to be a more neutral or material ground to build an argument than other knowledge claims, like expert opinion. Numbers are also disembodied compared to expert opinion. As such, they are used when various parties do not trust each other's skills in interpretation or decision making. Overall, quote, Accurate estimates of the number and the proportion of transgender and gender nonconforming people in a population are necessary for developing data-based recommendations and for planning and funding of healthcare delivery and research. Numbers provide a way to understand complicated situations quickly and map policy solutions to real-world problems. The ruling on this case states, quote, "It is undisputed that Lang's prescribed vaginoplasty is medically necessary under Anthem's guideline. If the county is not willing to question the medical consensus on gender dysphoria and its treatment with surgery, they don't have much ground to stand on in court. Quantifying the cost of transition and the number of people who may undergo surgery then becomes a way to deny treatment without claiming medical expertise. The high cost presented is used as evidence to paint trans people as excessive and unreasonable. This frame changes when the number is converted to a monthly bill. My main takeaway is that there is no average trans person or transition. Coming up with these numbers is labor intensive, and in this case, it was not helpful." Thank you.